So our last two examples, we're again using an area formula that we haven't seen yet, and word problem. And I just realized I completely forgot to talk about the area formula on my first page. Sorry about that. So this formula is quite a bit more complicated than the law of sines formula. This one, if you know all three sides of a triangle, you can find the area. The actual formula uses an S instead of P, but an S tends to look like 5, so I thought I would throw that variable out. So if you look that up somewhere, you'd probably see the S. I chose to use P for perimeter, even though it's technically not the perimeter, it's half the perimeter. So in the formula here, if you find half the perimeter and substitute that for all of these P's, so those are half the perimeter, and then in each of those binomials, you're subtracting one of the side lengths. So jumping back to our example, again, writing that formula down for you. So the first thing that we need to do is find half the perimeter. And I trust you know how to find perimeter. Add up all the sides, cut that in half. So our P value in this case is 49. So substituting everything into our formula, we have 49 times the quantity, sorry, that should be 49 minus the first side, 49 minus the next side, and 49 minus the third side, all under the radical. When you type this in your calculator, you could go ahead and do 49 minus 28 and simplify each of those. Or you can leave them in parentheses and just put one more parenthesis at the beginning and at the end, and you should get an area of 444.486 square meters. Last example, we've got a surveyor trying to find the width of a lake. So here's our lake. And he starts at one end of the lake and walks for 245 yards. He then turns 70 degrees, walks 270 yards until he reaches the other end of the lake. So we're looking for the width of the lake. We have a side angle side, so that would be law of cosines. We're solving for a side, so this is the easier formula. Square root of the other two sides squared, added together, minus 2 times each of the two sides, times the cosine of the included angle. Punching that in your calculator, making sure, again, as a reminder, to use parentheses at the beginning and at the end. And we got the width of the lake is about 296.101 yards. And your U-Try questions. So pause the video, get U-Try 1 down. I'll slide the screen so you can see the picture for the second one.